sign a prenup before getting married?
You know what? That's a good question. Why don't we just
As a woman, no.
As a woman, no.
I don't think so. No, I won't. I mean, it depends on how much I have making, how much my husband makes and have.
Okay.
That's
Go ahead.
I want some.
You want to sign it? Okay, how about you first? I mean, you don't really have to like us. You can just like go around after that. After that,
I would never sign a prenup.
You would never sign a prenup. So
depends how much I had before I met her.
Okay. Mine is, it just depends on the situation, and I'll go in details later.
Yeah, I agree with Mike. It definitely depends on the situation that you're in financially or in a relationship.
What about you?
I agree with that myself because it's a big aspect. You know, it's a big thing to look at.
Okay. So why did you say as a woman no?
If it's a man that is rich, millionaire, at least a millionaire, and you ask me to sign a prenup, I won't leave you. I will understand you. I will understand why that even came out of your mouth. Why you even have the audacity to ask me to sign a prenup. I will understand. You have a lot of money. You probably have that fear. But if we're in the same tax bracket and you ask me to sign a prenup, we're not walking down the aisle next month.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That's cool. That's a big one.
That's a course.
First, you wanna share some opinions on this?
First of all, I think I understand. Like you guys said, if you saw I posed, like to think about it a little bit, because I think a lot of people would think, if I'm making a lot of money or I have 5 houses, 3 gas stations, and you only have a car under your name, and we get married, I'm like, okay, what if something happens? And I understand that part, but for me, if you ask me to sign a prenup before getting married, whether I have a lot of property than you have, I would say no, because before I marry you, I should be able to be sure that, okay, I'm going in this with everything. We become one. So my property is your property is my property. I don't care if you make millions of dollars. So if you're not sure, I understand. Some people, we always think of divorce. Like divorce is like 50%. Like we all think of divorce. Things happen. Really? But if everybody had to like focus on divorce, what if I divorce? What if something happens? No one would get married. You know what I'm saying? So basically you think about that, of course, but you're like, okay, this is the person I want to marry. You got to know who you're trying to marry. Okay, so I'm moving with you. We get married. I have your kids, and I signed the prenup. And once we divorce, something happens. Like maybe it was your fault or something. So you leave me with my kids, and you have a choice to give your kids something. And I'm just there stranded. Like you wasted my time, all these 5 years in marriage. I have kids and all that, and I just live with my car, and you live with like 5 houses without getting anything from me. So I honestly, if we're one, everything is one. My money, our cars, our money, our houses, everything becomes one.
All right.
But that's where alimony comes into play, though. When you say that if the person was to divorce you and you're left with nothing, that's when the court comes into play, and that's when alimony comes into play.
Right.
And they will handle that situation for you to where you get something.
Right. But when you sign a prenup, you get something. But when you sign a prenup, whatever is mine before I met you is to mine. If I have my gas stations, the terms. If I got my gas stations and we have a house, maybe we'll get on an agreement. Okay, we'll share the house, whatever. But if I have my gas station, you're not coming close to my gas stations.
I understand that, but
I make my own money.
That's supposed to be in the marriage contract that you sign when you get married or before you get married.
Why should I sign a contract to get married to you?
The fact that we're even bringing
the fact we're even talking about it, that means we shouldn't even be together.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But there is a contract that you do sign.
It's a marriage contract. You go to
there's
court.
a marriage contract you have to
That
sign.
has to be
As long as it's not a prenup. As long as it's not a prenup. A prenup agreement.
People are putting such a negative connotation over prenups. It's not like a bad thing.
Not
Whatever you come in with, you leave with. Whatever I come in with, I leave with. It's split right in the middle. I don't think it's bad to go to your significant others to request this, but at the same time, I think you're doing a good thing for both parties.
I mean, I think in today's society, I'm sorry, but we have to. It depends on the situation. As I said before, like for instance, like let's say I was with the girl, I was nothing, she was nothing. We built something together, started from the bottom. Then now I am who I am because of her help, as supporting and stuff like that. We're not signing nothing. She deserves every single thing.
So what you're saying is if you started together.
We started together.
She's seen you grow, she's seen you do this, she's helped.
You
guys together, grow together.
We're not signing anything.
Right.
But in the circumstance, or like I made a lot of money, whatever it is, right? And I just met like a girl who I think we're vibing with. I think I love this girl, whatever it is. I mean, we're gonna get married and all that kind of stuff, right? But she doesn't have that much money or whatever it is. Like, I'm sorry, but in today's society, like, to trust people to just like to be with a rich person, like, I'm sorry, we signing it.
So why would you marry her?
Huh?
Thank you. I was about to-
Why would you? I'm marrying her for love. But like, what? No, I'm marrying her. No. I'm marrying her because of love. But I'm not marrying her to give her my property after she leaves me. What do you mean?
Why are you thinking about that?
Leaving you.
What do you mean? What am I thinking? Because of y'all's mindset.
know.
Because in this society,
Never know what
in
can
this
happen.
society, people's mindset is crazy. And I have like,
So if you're thinking
I
like
have
that
a story.
for marriage, don't do it.
What do you mean? Don't
If
do
you're
it?
thinking like that already
Before marriage,
in today's
you're
society,
gonna get
And
divorced.
never
times
know.
change.
Wait,
If you're
sometimes-
thinking like that, they tell the people that all like 50% of people that get divorced is to never
Right.
get married, because if we
If
knew
they
that
were
was going to
thinking
happen,
about
then
prenup.
they shouldn't get married.
But you
things,
understand-
things change in today's society. You see, if you talk about prenup like back in the days, I would say no, it wouldn't be fair for the women to sign a prenup, because like girls wasn't allowed to get to like work or anything like that, so they couldn't provide for themselves.
Right.
So that wouldn't be fair. But in today's society, I'm sorry. If I'm making a lot of money and the girls like just came out of nowhere and just don't have enough money or what, I mean, I was supporting and everything. But the thing is, like, after like we are not together anymore, I should keep the property I have. She should keep whatever it is that she worked for.
So do you understand that if you have all these things, you have like $1 million, you've been working so hard, you're like, let me say you're older than me. You have your life together. And I'm just graduating out of school, okay? I meet you, we get married, I agree to get married with you. So basically, I'm still going ahead, building my career on the side, still trying to fit going, like if I want to get my master's and whatever, get a job or whatever. But I'm not going an extra mile that I would go when I'm single, because we're married. I'm not going an extra mile. Maybe I have kids now, maybe I have this. So basically, I'm helping, you helping, we're all together. And first of all, you ask, something happens with divorce, and you ask me to sign a prenup. Don't you think that first of all, I would have been doing something else that would have made me millions of money to become like you, like grown or whatever, that would have put me
But
like
do you
you.
think-
But now I was in the marriage, and then you do something or something happens, doesn't work out, you make me sign a prenup, and I have to start all over from zero. That's just not fair.
you don't
Because
start-
we
no,
bailed.
that's why
No,
you
I said I don't have anything.
But why
No,
don't you
alimony-
push yourself
I
there?
think you guys need to listen to the
You-
word
you-
this
you-
man just
exactly.
said.
I'm
alimony
He
is
said
covering you.
alimony. This is something the court
Alimony will cover
issue.
you. Alimony will cover you, but it's not gonna cover you the same way it's gonna cover the man.
Let me ask you a
So it has
question.
to be equal.
Let me ask
It
you-
has to be
wait.
fair. I mean,
do you
we gotta be
think, do you
fair.
think it's fair
And
for
we
me?
get something
Do you
too.
think it's fair for me to be making the millions of dollars? I've worked so hard to make millions of dollars.
We meet
Let's say-
20 years.
and we meet 20 years, whatever it is, right? And you just come in, get married to me for like a month, 2 months, and just divorce and just take half
half.
of my property. Do you think that's fair?
Why would you
Yeah.
marry somebody who you don't? That's the thing. The
And
only
this
thing is,
happens.
why would you
That's what I'm
marry
trying to tell you.
somebody-
This happens.
People marry for convenience.
People can
People marry
act.
for
People
convenience
can act
sometimes.
and just tell you like, yo, like you the best person in
I
the world.
understand what you're
They can
saying.
just literally trick you and just get money, just get married.
People
to you
marry
because
for
of money.
convenience. People don't
So
marry for love.
I'm sorry, but if I
People
work
marry for convenience.
so
I
much
wouldn't be with someone
harder,
who is. That's the thing. So you know each other, you communicate, the way you guys are, you know your relationship, you know together
not-
for a
I'm
long
sorry, it's
time.
not- it's not-
So
it's
if
not
I
that
know your
easy.
It's
mindset,
not
it's
black
not
and
that
white.
easy.
It's not always black and white.
I feel like yes, things happen. Nobody goes to marriage to go like, okay, I'm gonna divorce one day.
Exactly.
Something will happen.
Nobody
I don't
does.
feel
No,
like
that's not
okay,
nobody.
personally,
People you don't- yeah.
There are probably some people. Personally, I would not go to a marriage with my, with the thoughts in
Mindset.
my, with the mindset that I'm gonna divorce this man eventually. Okay, I'm going into this marriage as okay, we're gonna build whatever together. If I find you with a lot, that's fine. I'm gonna help you, emotionally, mentally. Because marriage, it doesn't matter who has how much. I'm gonna still help you, even though I don't have anything. If I have a lot, you can still help me, even. So I feel like the whole prenup idea for me, if I sign the prenup, I'm setting myself for failure, because in my head, I'm like, okay, why are we even thinking about this? Like, of course, things happen, but why are we thinking about it right now? Let us just be whatever.
Can I
Let's
ask you a
do
quick
whatever.
question?
I'm not gonna sign a prenup
wait.
if I have nothing. Hold on, let me finish. If I have nothing and you have something, we're in the marriage. They say behind every strong man there's a stronger woman, right? So if you have a lot and I have, let's say I have some, but it's not a lot as much as you have. And in the partnership that we're having, the marriage, right? I'm supporting you mentally. I'm helping you with your businesses and stuff like that. And we get divorced and all of a sudden you get everything and I get nothing. What happened to my effort? I put stuff in you because I know most women when they invest in their men, they do. You know, it's not only money wise, emotionally, mentally, helping with whatever they can. So if I've invested so much in this marriage and in whatever businesses you have, why should you get everything and I'm left with nothing?
Okay, let me ask you a question real quick.
When it comes to your property and my property, why should you stay with your stuff and I stay with my stuff?
We understand that. Let me ask you a question real quick. When you make big decisions, right? Do you have have plan B on the side in case it doesn't?
Right. Yeah. Of course.
So why can't I apply that in the marriage?
But why a prenup though?
No.
But I mean, that's the plan.
That's the plan B.
That's the plan B.
In case this doesn't work, think about it. Do you want to just totally fail, or in case this fails, then I still have that?
But I'm talking about personally.
But that's
I'm not going to get into a marriage just because the guy is rich. I'm speaking from my personal perspective. You know, there's some people who do that, yes. But personally, I'm not going to get into a marriage because I want his money or I want to have his kid or whatever. No, I'm not going to do that. So I feel like personally I shouldn't sign a prenup to get married to somebody because I'm not planning to leave you. If it happens, it happens. Let us share whatever we have.
So no matter how much money you're making.
No matter how much money
let me say this.
No matter how much money I make.
No matter how much money I make, if I make like $500, let me say I'm a lawyer, because you know, like I'm in law school right now. I finished my law school. I'm making $200,000 a year, and you're doing sales and you make 50. And I get married to you, I would never ask you to sign a prenup, because my mindset is I love you, like we're together. I care about you. We're married now. This is about us. We're one. Doesn't mean my property because I'm a lawyer. Oh, one day you're gonna run away. Yeah, I'm gonna think of that.
If
but
you're making millions, if you're making millions of dollars,
right?
And the person, let's say you make like, let's say $5 million every year. The guy make $50,000 every year. And you just met this. Let's say like you guys decide to marry. You're not gonna sign any.
I'm not gonna sign a prenup.
You're just saying that right now because you don't have the money yet.
No, that's coming in with the mindset of being selfish. That's one. Hold on. In my opinion, I said my opinion. Let me go ahead.
All right.
First of all, you're being selfish. That's one. Secondly, you have a mindset of you are not sure. That's two. You are selfish. You are not sure. And three, you are not capable of keeping that relationship. Let me explain that part.
Come on.
Relationship, the grass is not green on the other side. Relationship, you gotta keep watering your relationship. So when I go in a relationship or in a marriage, in my head I'm like, okay, there's gonna be ups and downs. Divorce can happen or whatever it is. You know, that's my mindset. You know, but you know what? I love you. I've known you for how many years? 4 or 5 years. I love you. I trust you. Whatever. I'm not naive. I know one day you can do something. You can do something to me. You can cheat on me or something, or the relationship can, and I know that. But you know what? I'm like, we're gonna fight for this. You and me, we're gonna fight for it. It doesn't happen. It doesn't work. Guess what? We are not together anymore. What I had has mixed together. From there, we're dividing. We go separate ways. Then from what you got, build. From what I got, build my family. It's not, oh, what you had, I go with mine, you go with yours. No. Whatever we did together, whether it's before or after marriage, from that we have divided. And now go and continue, and I'll continue with mine. That's my perspective.
No, I agree. I don't think it's selfish at all for me to come in with what I sweated for, what I built for.
Why are you getting married?
Why am I getting married? What do people get married? I'm sorry, but
it's a safety net.
Exactly.
You believe marriage is a one. What do you mean a safety?
But you believe marriage is a one. But why? If I tell you, I'm gonna take it back to the contract thing again. If I tell you that, if you believe we are one, and I tell you that this is what this is and this is what that is, we have the same eyes.
That's separate.
How's it separate?
That's separate. That's not one.
That's not stupid. No, it's you. Do you trust me? Do you trust me or not? Do you trust me or not?
That's not trust.
Do you trust me or not?
That's being naive. That's being naive.
You're being naive. Bro, honestly, I'm sorry. This society, females are snakes. I'm sorry. Hold on. Even on top of that, nah, bro. They're human beings. We are not perfect.
Do you trust
human beings? We are not perfect. Things happen. I'm telling you, things happen. I'm not gonna sweat and do all of that and let you come out of nowhere and take my money. That's not gonna happen.
Even imagine a guy who comes from Africa, get educated, make money, right? Then I should go back.
I'm hearing you, Mike.
Get deported. Wives began their husbands deported.
Mine. Because as I stated, that's what I said. I said before that I came in.
We are together.
I came in. Before I came in with what I If we build it together, then we keep it together.
Can I ask
Then
you a question?
Ask me a question,
What
please.
if you have a scenario where you and your woman, right? You have all this money, your business and whatever is going good for you, and it drops. Your woman is not making that much. She's making, but not that much. Your business dies, and she, you know, you came in with all this money. You guys get married. Your business not dies, but just drops. What is whatever you go with, whatever is yours. She goes with whatever is hers.
Right.
Your business kind of drops,
Mhm.
right? And she puts in her money. She invests in your business, and
That's
it
ours.
grows and becomes big.
That's
okay? Now
What-
you came in with a lot. The prenup is you coming in. Whatever you come in with, I go. I go with whatever I come in with. I mean, whatever you come in with, you go with. Whatever I come in with, I go with. Right? You come in with all this money. 4 or 5 years, all this money drops.
Maybe raising the level
I
of
help you
complexity
build
here.
it. What are you going with?
If my business drop, right, we already signed prenup or whatever it is, and you help me build it up, for me, I believe whatever that we build up together, we should divide it separately, cause you helped me build it. But the thing is, we said at the beginning before the marriage, whatever I have is mine, whatever you have is yours. Whatever we build together when we are married is for us.
Okay, so I have a scenario here. Okay, so I meet you. Okay, you're in school, you're in college. I'm in college as well. You graduate. You have nothing. You're living in this small apartment, paying maybe $350 roommates or whatever.
Right.
Now you get a job. We're together. I'm helping you with everything. You're helping me. We go out for dates. I'm paying. You're paying. You know, we trying.
Right.
You make money. Start making like $80,000 a year. You buy a house. You buy cars. You buy this. Now you know you have all these things, and I'm there watching you. I'm with you.
Right.
I was with you when you didn't have nothing,
Okay.
and now I'm with you when you have something.
Right.
And then now it's time for us. 5 years later, let's get married. Are you gonna ask me to sign?
But, hold on. She asked me. Let me answer. Did you, if you heard what I said at the beginning, I said if I didn't have anything, and we both build together.
Built together.
Before
So
we get
my
married.
explanation is built together.
Right,
That's
it's
not
built.
built
Okay,
together.
what do you
That
say?
is built together.
Hold on, what do you say?
She said she was with you when I had
in
nothing.
college.
When you have
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
And now I have something.
You
And
built your own
but you said we were together, right?
Oh, we were
We were
together.
together.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what
Yeah, but
you're saying
she
is,
was
more
if you were
together.
not together and you
Yeah.
had his things,
If we were together,
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
from
No.
nothing.
Wait. Hold on.
We're not signing the
We
prenup.
have to have some
Okay,
type
but
of
if
order
you
here.
have
Hold
hold on,
on.
let's finish something. I need
Okay.
That's what I said at the beginning. The whole time.
All we said the miscommunication right here is if I was like I just met you
Right.
when I'm already big.
Right.
Okay.
all we said.
Right. That's
That's
what
what
I
we're
stated.
saying.
at the
Okay, that's what
beginning.
you're
That's
gonna
what
say.
we're trying to tell
Okay, that
you.
makes. Now I understand what you're
And you
saying.
see me like go through all this, like I know you there for me, cause I was broke and you was still with me.
I still won't sign it, but I
Facts.
understand what you're
Facts.
saying.
No, that's what. It's still,
I still won't
fine.
sign
You
it,
see,
but I understand what
with
you're
that-
saying. But I
with
won't
that-
sign it.
That's the
People change, but I'm fine with that because
People
what
change.
you were look, I'm fine with that because what you were there when I was nothing. You were loyal to me
Oh,
and
it's-
all of
it's
that.
half?
You saw me go
Money-
if money changed you,
saw me
if
rack
money
it up,
wait,
you saw me go through it.
if money change you, you still help me to be who I am at this point.
So basically,
you at
as long as
least
you're with him,
deserve.
you're
At
with
least
him,
You
you
deserve
deserve
it.
it.
deserve
But
half.
if
If you do
I'm
me, I
already
understand
successful, I met you out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and you have no impact on what I've become. I'm sorry. It's hard to trust people. I'm not just going to come into a relationship and just like what, just like not
Drop it
sign
on
the
the
prenup,
table.
drop everything on you. I'm
Drop
not
it
doing
on
it.
the table.
I'm not doing it.
Well, my thing is, if you're successful, I understand you asking me for a peanut.
That's what we've been saying the
I
whole
won't
time.
sign it.
But I understand.
If you're not signing it,
I got a question
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't help you. Everything is going to go right.
For us, though.
I think
I mean, that's what y'all said.
Saying you're not gonna sign. You're a billionaire, Francine. Your husband make like
50,000.
50,000
Yeah.
a year. You're not gonna sign a
I'm not gonna sign
Yes,
it.
no
If I think
contribution.
of a
Francine,
prenup,
wait, Francine, he can leave you.
I'm just trying to build that like that.
Exactly. Your property.
In the account, they're gonna have a different conversation.
because I'm there for love. And
Sure.
if we break
What
up,
is
I don't want
love?
to see you suffering, okay?
It's all love
If you
until
love
hurt.
What is love?
It's all love.
What is
until
love? How
hurt.
many, okay, I'll ask you this.
Love is the
Fatima.
reason you're getting married.
I'll ask you
Why you getting
this.
married if
I'll
it's
ask you
not
this.
It's all
Hold
love until
on,
hurt.
wait.
With me, it's kind of going back to culture. In my culture, in the culture that I was raised in, that doesn't even exist. So the fact that I can even bring that up, like, hey, babe, let's sign a prenup. If I even think of a prenup, I am not.
You know, hold on.
marrying
You know why that did not exist?
I'm going
sorry.
to well,
No.
if I say,
No,
this
it did.
is
Actually backwards.
Do you know?
I'm not marrying you.
Do you know why most African cultures that did not exist in? because females were not allowed to work. The females barely worked.
Not-
There was
not now in Africa.
Exactly.
Not now.
Exactly.
Things
That's why I'm saying.
changing
We're
now.
That's what. That's
now.
what we're talking about now. It's a change. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be fair back in the
Even
day.
right now.
If
with that-
Even right now, from my culture, from my
if we were to
tradition,
sign
let me tell
prenup-
you, even right now, most of my family, some people are Americanized, but I'm never even gonna have that term in
That's
my head.
the mindset
Sign
you
a
have.
prenup.
But no,
That's the
when
mindset
That's
your
how I was
family
raised.
has.
That's how you were raised, bro.
My dad
Because
came
why-
to the United
but
States.
no,
I
think
go
about
to
it, think about it.
Europe or wherever it
In
is,
Africa.
and everybody does it. I'm not gonna do it.
in Africa, if I'm married to a girl, whatever it is, and we get divorced, well, she's not taking half of my property.
Of course, she's not.
She
Right.
exactly.
We don't have no bylaws.
They don't have the bylaws. There's no laws.
don't have those
here,
bylaws.
here, there is laws for that. That's why people sign prenup.
Right.
Okay, he asked a question. If we would sign a prenup, I wouldn't sign a prenup. This is why. Because when of course we've been in love. Like, who asked that question? How many
Z.
times? Yeah. We've been in love not 1,000 times, but a lot
A lot of
times.
times.
You know, you have a boyfriend. Oh, I'm in love. You have another boyfriend. I'm in love. Whatever.
They said I
But
like.
it's just a boyfriend. If I'm marrying you, I am
That's
100% sure. Okay. It doesn't mean
You are 100. You are.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I said, I am 100% sure.
It's not like
I'm
every other
sure.
boyfriend.
He could lie to me like, oh, these are my intentions. I'm not sure. I'm only going by what he tells me. You know, so he could hurt me. I could hurt him. Things happen. So when I go into a marriage, my mindset is we are one. Whatever we have, we join together and become one. Because that's what even biblically, like husband and wife come together and become one. All right. So now, why should I sign a prenup if we're one? You know what I mean? If I'm a millionaire and you have nothing, and we are one, you screw me over. It is what it is. Of course I'll be mad. I'll be mad. It will hurt me. It will pierce down in my soul. But it is what it is.
I want to add.
It is what it is.
just gonna
You've
retreat.
taken half of my stuff. It is what it is. I'll rebuild again. It's life.
So go
Life
ahead.
happens.
But-
It makes you stronger.
That's you, right?
Why would you?
That's me.
That was
Yeah,
yeah,
this is-
yeah,
Why
I'd
would
say.
you put yourself in that situation where you would have that is a possibility? Why would you put that? Put
you don't
yourself.
When
wanna
I'm
take that
going
risk,
in
don't get
marriage,
married.
though, when I'm going in marriage, I'm not having that as a possibility.
But this is where I want us to differentiate from. Like, we are all in this
Right.
fantasy world where love is love. We're gonna be together forever.
No,
Until there's Until there's hurt.
I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't say it's life. She just said
I
it's
did
life.
not say that. I
It's life, but
It's life. Why would you want that to happen to you?
Can I answer you? I did not say love will be together forever. We can be together forever.
We can, yeah.
cannot be
We
together
can, not,
forever.
yeah.
Life happens.
Yes.
So
Nothing
if you
is
screw me
certain.
over, or I screw you over, and we get a divorce, you keep half of my stuff. That's fine with me. It will hurt me, but it is life. I'm not signing a prenup.
Yeah,
I'm not.
see, I don't
I'm
know.
not.
See, I don't
That's
know
just
about
me.
that. I mean, that's you. That's you. That's you. Yeah, that's you.
I understand. Honestly, I respect what you're saying. If we build it together,
Yeah.
you're with me through struggles and then make it, you won't sign it. But if you just made me, I'm a millionaire or whatever, or I'm making more than you. Also, I understand what you're saying, but you also have to understand that most, like if you look at the majority, it's most men who agree on signing the prenup thing. The women, most women don't usually agree on
That's
that.
because women haven't
Hold on,
been
hold on,
empowered
hold on,
enough
hold
to
on,
do
hold on,
such
let me finish.
things.
Yeah, that's not even about empowered enough or whatever. It's just about us women. Honestly, we think, like you said, I'm going to tell you something. Some women, some, not most.
Well, look,
Some women,
I'm not saying
some
good
women,
question after that.
some women think with their emotions. Okay, some women think with their feelings, whatever. You know what I mean? So if I'm in a relationship with you, most men think with, oh,
Logic.
tomorrow. Like, you know what if she does this? But me, if I'm in love with you, like I'm saying I'm marrying, because for me to decide, yes, I want to marry you. I've dated everybody. I never decided to marry them. But why you?
Why do you think men wants to sign prenup? More men wants to sign prenup.
Because some men, let me tell you.
Why do you want to sign prenup?
Can I answer that? Honestly, I feel like some men want to sign prenup because sometimes some men are selfish. That's one. Selfish, prideful, and sometimes men know what they be doing. Some men are so fake. They know what they're doing. So be like, oh, sign a prenup. You know what? After that, I will jump to the next one. Even so, hold on.
No.
Even if you leave me, it's a man. Yes, I'm telling you.
So
from
you know there are
experience.
men out there like
I'm
that.
telling you from
So
experience.
why would you sign a prenup? You know there's men out there like that, but you would sign a prenup.
You know what though? I'm thinking about it now. If you don't marry her, she's gonna be up anywhere, bro.
Yes.
Hold on.
Thank you.
What did you say?
Think about it. Think
Thank
about it.
Wait.
No, that's his opinion.
I'll hear you out. I'll hear you out.
Say it again.
Now, hear me out. Like, just hear me out.
We are. Go ahead.
You're gonna marry her, right?
Mhm.
Y'all gonna build together.
Mhm.
She's coming in with nothing.
Mhm.
All the building happened with your money, bro.
Mhm.
So it's not really making a difference.
Why doesn't
And
it make
plus,
a difference?
if you're gonna marry her, right? Yeah, we're thinking like in the back, okay, you know what, this thing that happened, all this, man, but she's coming in with nothing.
Exactly.
You got everything.
Exactly.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
So prenup, you know, protect your asset, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you bringing her home.
Mm-hmm.
Everything from that day on, bro, it's your bread regardless.
Yes.
Okay, wait, she decides to divorce me in a month.
Yeah. What if she just
What
decides
if she
like,
decides that?
She
In the
gets
month,
a
she
taste of
decides
the
to go.
sweet life. She gets a taste of the sweet life.
Okay, you wanna
She's
go?
like,
You wanna go down?
I wanna go
I'm
my
just
own
saying.
way.
It all built
Let him go ahead. Let him talk.
Yeah.
Bro, you loaded.
You what?
She has no money to pay for lawyers, man. You can bury her alive.
Okay, so then can I ask you
Thank you for being real.
Can I?
You're the realest person. Thank you for being real.
Wait. I want to go bury her.
That's reality. You have more lawyers.
So I'll bury her.
So what's the point of signing a prenup?
Because he convinced me enough that what you love me to stay with me, right?
I've heard a man say, I will pay a lawyer $1 million so you don't get a penny.
Oh
of
my dime.
I have seen women. I have seen women who would just get. Wait. I have seen so many women who would just get pregnant to be with rich people so they can pay for all that money, pay for child support and all that kind of stuff. What's your opinion on that too?
You think those men they have a clue? They haven't
You think if they had a clue they would have done that? They would agree to that?
I say everything is about situation.
Right.
When it comes down to it, it's
Facts.
all about situation.
So situation.
Because if it's the situation where the guy comes in with more money, then yeah, the guy's gonna want for the woman to sign a prenup.
Logical.
But if the woman comes in with more money, of course the woman's gonna want the guy to sign a prenup also. It's all situation. That's how I see it. It's all situation.
I feel like the females are trying to act like they won't let the guy sign prenup. But I'm telling you, once
You
they have
say
the
people are
money,
snakes. We're not snakes.
you guys
I wanna add one
snakes. You guys
scenario.
are the biggest snakes I've
I
ever.
want to add one scenario,
Damn.
especially towards
Damn.
African women.
I'm saying, bro. When us African guys or whatever, whichever point it is, if it's you're a female living in Americas and you bring a husband from Africa here,
Thank you.
that person or that woman or man will marry you just so they can get that edge to get up in life, which is
A
to
taste
become
of
a
the sweet
citizen.
life.
And so all that is
I already know
intertwined.
that.
People
So
do that.
I already know. I'm bringing you here. You may do something. Bring you a
So you
favor.
sign a prenup.
Oh, you knew that?
I already knew that. Oh, I'm gonna marry you.
You knew that. That's why you signed a prenup. That's why you signed a prenup.
I'm not gonna marry you if I'm not convinced to begin with. Like, it's 8,000
Things happen.
I mean, I'm wealthy, I'm rich. They're not gonna say no to me. But I picked you. So, like the girl said, you gotta take chances.
You never
Plus,
picked.
if she takes it, I'm looking at two ways. I can either bury her alive, literally, or
Oh wait, literally?
That's murder. That's murder.
Really?
Not killing. It's another concept.
I mean, you
Like
would
my
keep
lawyer,
burying her
my
like
law.
she just not getting your property. I'm
The
not
fact that you added literally.
It's a metaphor. It's a
Last
metaphor.
point. We're wrapping it
It's a
up.
metaphor.
it's a metaphor. I can bury her alive, like, you know.
Lawyers.
I the best lawyer. I mean, come on. And she won't get a dime over it. Or just like the girl said, man, I'm the brand. Like, I made this money. I can do it again. Example. Quick example. MJ, biggest divorce in history. She got like what, almost 400 million?
Yes,
He's a
400 million.
billionaire right now. He made all that bread back.
You know, you can't fully, like, you can trust your person within the relationship, but when it comes to, you know, your safety net, I think you need to put that in your own hands and do a prenup.
I am 100 million times agree with Z.
Wow. They got
You see what they're trying to do?
They got you.
Yeah, this is what they're trying to do, but this still doesn't mean nothing. But cause like honestly though, I think it depends on the situation.
Yep.
And I mean, from how I see it, like if I'm coming in with a lot of money and all that kind of stuff, and I don't know who the person is, like whatever it is, like the person don't have enough money, the person just like coming. Cause I'm sorry, I'll repeat that statement again. I believe females are snakes.
Dang.
And they can transform into so many different ways just to get what you have. So I mean, with that and based on a lot of experiences too and what I've seen, like I believe in prenups. But if we build it together at the start, there is no, even if the girl told me she wants to sign the prenup, I said no, we're not signing it because we built it together as a team. So at least she deserves half of the property that we built together.
Amen.
Does it?
Yeah, it's all circumstantial, like they all said. So the case where we're building together, starting from the bottom, from the racks to the riches, we're not signing no prenups. But if I made my bread before I met you, sorry, shorty, I'm signing it.
Francine?
I think, regardless of the situation, I won't sign because first of all, I'm not going to put myself in a situation whereby I should give you the rights or audacity to disrespect me and ask me to sign the prenup. That's disrespect to me. If you love me, and especially like you said, if I saw you struggle, I mean not even struggle, if I saw you start from the bottom, now you're here, ask me to sign a prenup, we might, the next, like she said, I'm not gonna walk out the aisle with you. The next day, if you bring that paper to me, prenup, I will tear in front of your face and pack my stuff and leave.
Okay. I feel like I just want to sign it, period. I don't care if I make more money than my husband, I want to sign it.
Cinderella. Fantasy.
Fantasy land. Go ahead, my sister. The only female I've
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Rachel, let's go, Rachel.
I won't care how much I know.
If you have money, you sign.
Of course.
If you have money, you sign.
That's what she's
I'm
saying.
signing. I'm still signing. I have money. He has money. I'm still signing. His
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
His money. My money.
Facts.
My money.
Facts.
I'm still signing.
Safety
I'll be
net.
like, baby,
Facts.
I love you, but I'm signing.
You special. You special, girl. You special.
Nobody is signing a prenup. I'm not signing a prenup.
Come on, Teresa.
Because when we decided to get married, we decided to be one. We are this one. Your money, my money, whether I'm making $2 an hour and you're making $60 an hour.
When you have 30 billion on your account, you're gonna sing a different song.
That one allowed.
Yes, 30 billion on your account.
So,
Not
I'm
live.
not signing a
No.
prenup for that reason, that specific reason that when we get married, we
Yeah.
become one. Your property becomes my property. My property becomes
Your property.
So, so I'm not signing a prenup. It is what it is.
All right, prenup. Don't ask me for it. Don't mention it. Don't bring it up to me. If you're gonna use another word, you use another word. But if you do,
Contract.
yeah, if you do have the audacity, do yourself a favor and please leave me alone. And if I have the audacity to even think about that, I won't marry you. Why would I waste my time?